Question 5 is on integrated marketing communications. But we're not looking at planning, we're not looking at what constitutes it, but what we're looking at is why. Why was there a need for integrated marketing communications? What was going wrong in terms of the internal environment within a company that meant that internal communications or company cultures were inappropriate for effective, consistent, efficient marketing communications weren't being provided or being developed? And what were the external factors that created integrated marketing communications? An obvious one is the proliferation of branding, media habit changes within target markets. For example, reflect upon yourselves. You're fairly select in the way you approach your media consumption. A number of you have Sky Plus and Skip. A number of you don't read newspapers. A number of you don't listen to commercial radio. And a number of you are purely, to an extent, dependent upon online sources for your advertising or communication messages, be they delivered by social media or whatever, or online web pages, changing. The media itself is changing. In terms of, when I was your age, you had 4 television channels: BBC One, BBC Two, ITV, and eventually Channel 4. Now I have no idea how many channels there are on my television, and there are a number I've never actually even been aware that they exist or what they are. Change. And you have access, if you have Netflix, downloading, streaming, again a media habit change. So what were the internal drivers that made internally within large organisations that made them integrate their marketing communications, and what were the external drivers in the external environment in terms of communication needs? Why and how was the market changing? Okay, and this one, I'm not actually asking you to make any examples within the sectors, i.e. leisure, tourism, hospitality, sport or events, but to illustrate, another sponsorship, Kleenex. Not asking for examples, but it may help your essay to actually give an example of how marketing communications are integrated, i.e. the brand elements, i.e. logos, they're very prominent, for example, key logos like McDonald's, the arches, the swoosh of Nike, whatever the branding is and how it is consistently developed and delivered across various media platforms. And if you think about integrated marketing communications, Olympics 2012, the logo caused great controversy, but in effect it was the first logo that was adaptable across multiple platforms. If you think about the nature of how it morphed on phones and tablets and online, but it worked in print journalism and also on static other media. So think about integrating marketing communications and how it's changed and how it's developed. Okay, thank you.